Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Today, we're going to be taking a look at a clip of Tess Holliday getting angry after seeing dudes being asked if they would date a plus-sized person. Since many of them say they personally would not date a larger individual, Tess Holliday has a total crash out. We're also going to be taking a look at several bonus clips from Tess, as well as a couple bonus clips from other random creators, so be sure to stick around until the end. Before we proceed, please click the like button so that I may apply comb to mustache.
Do you date a plus size girl?
Yes, definitely. Yeah, I mean, it's not always about looks. I mean, personality has a lot to do with things, so no.
Why?
She's getting angry at that.
It's just not my cup of tea, personally.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at me. Yeah, 6'5". Why would not?
And what would you say to the people that say no?
Grow up.
If I have personal preferences, I need to grow up.
Eat
Grow
some
up.
food.
Eat
Eat some food.
the food.
Make some money.
Oof, no. Just
Hold on. He said, eat some food, grow up,
Make some money.
make some money. Grow up, eat some food, make some money. First of all, how do you know I'm not making any damn money? Who told you that? Who the hell's been telling this guy about my financial situation?
oof, no. Just not my preference. Feeling it out, what I like and what I've seen, just not.
Tess is having like a visceral reaction to every single one of these. She's down in the corner going like, I wouldn't want him anyway. I don't want him anyway.
Not for me.
Honestly.
No, I wouldn't.
Why?
It's like too skinny for that. Like, I'm headed to the gym right now, actually trying to work on myself, and I probably want someone that does the same. Oh, damn.
I'm too skinny for that, he said. Okay.
A plus size.
Size, but not a double plus size. Yeah.
Okay, so one of you said that you would date a plus size woman because it's not always about looks. And the rest of
Oh, we hate that. You can't be with somebody just because you're into them and their personality and you see them as more than their looks. No, you have to be into a plus-size person. Otherwise, Tess Holliday's gonna get mad. If a dude wasn't actually into you physically, but he liked your personality and so he was with you because of that, that's no good. We don't like it when people are all deep and stuff. Okay. I hate that too.
you just said no. Already exhausting. I think my favorite part,
What's so exhausting about other people having personal preferences that do not include us? I'm not exhausted, honestly. And if I see somebody say, you know what? I'm not really into dudes with mustaches. I'm also not going to be exhausted by that. I'll go shave it off and then I'll come right around the corner and be like, hello, I'm a completely different guy. Can we please go out now? And then you'll be like, oh my goodness. You're way hotter than that moron that had a mustache a moment ago. Let's go out. My life is a cartoon. I'm sorry.
is that the idea that plus size women do not take care of themselves because baby, we are
Hold on. Did any of them say that?
of themselves because baby, we are the most moisturized people you will ever meet in your life.
Okay. Maybe some people are looking for a partner that takes care of themselves in other ways, like eating healthy, exercising, the things that like make us either way.
Dewy, lotioned, oiled, smells like vanilla, $300 perfume that we bought ourselves.
Can I be real for just one moment, Tess Holliday? Putting on a bunch of products and stuff that make us smell good or look greasy or shiny or whatever the hell does not take the place of eating healthy and exercising. Some people do those things for health, but it just so happens that a healthy physique also looks good. For some reason, human beings seem to be attracted to signs of health, a lot of them. I'm not saying they have to. I'm not saying anyone is obligated to. Anybody can be into whatever they want. But we can't take a shortcut and just put lotion on instead of living a healthy lifestyle. The results from these two things are going to be vastly different.
Hair laid, skin glowing, outfits.
You understand that thinner people can do all of those things as well, right? Like,
Meanwhile, Y'all are using the same bath towel since 2007. And you
Right, because I make that bath towel. I don't need the bath towel to make me. In fact, I look even better with no towel. I'm sorry. Things are getting a little too real now.
want someone that takes care of themselves. Well, do you mean physically or do you mean emotionally, mentally, spiritually?
All of the above, actually. We don't have to neglect our physical health just because we care about spirituality or whatever, or any of the others. We don't have to neglect physical health so we can really focus on emotional health. Like, we don't have to. And in fact, taking care of our physical health helps all of those other things as well. So,
because therapy is part of self-care too.
we can do that while we're taking care of our body as well.
Just saying. Not the guy at the end saying, but not double plus size. Sir, you can even handle double texting, please. The gag is a lot of these people think that they're rejecting us, but
He couldn't even handle double texting. So he couldn't handle if you double texted him, or he won't double text you. I don't think people want to be double texted, right? Like, that's when I text you, you do not respond because you're like, screw this moron. And then I, with no social eptness, am like, you know what? I'm going to text you again. Like, we're talking about that, right? You're not supposed to text somebody if they don't respond to your first text. You're supposed to take the hint.
like, we've already decided we wouldn't even date those people to begin with. So
Right, you're rejecting them after they rejected you. I see. Although they were just being asked their preferences, I don't know why we're having such a visceral, emotional response to that.
date whoever you want, but just don't confuse your preferences with truth.
What? So people's preferences are not their truth. That's what we're trying to say. You may not want to date a plus-sized woman, but what's the underlying truth?
Or your hygiene routine with taking care of yourself.
Or your hygiene routine with taking care of yourself. Once again, we come back to the lotion, or whatever type of products we could put on our face. Also, like I said, what makes you think that thinner people don't do all of that stuff too? A lot of people have a skincare routine and wear makeup and all of that stuff that you talked about and go to therapy, but they also take care of their body. I don't know why we would be so triggered to see that other people have preferences that do not include us. Those people weren't even talking to Tess at all. This is a random video that she found where dudes were saying they're not into plus-size women. Except for that one dude. He was like, if you're not into plus-size women, you need to grow up, you need to eat more, and you need to make some money. I'm so confused, but I don't know what he meant by all that. So I'm too broke? That's why I'm not into plus-size women. Well, he is right. Like I said, he is right about that part. So if I make more money, then maybe I'll come around. All right, we'll see. If I ever start making more money, I'll let you know. Next. The caption reads, "Dreamt of this life."
Everybody wants this. Everybody wants to be us.
Everybody wants to stand in front of these letters right here. Okay. I'm not sure which life she dreamt of that she's referencing here. I've heard complaints about not getting work and how the industry is no longer employing plus-size models. She dreamt of that life. Standing in front of those letters and getting her picture taken, I guess. I also dreamt of this life. Hopefully one day soon I'll wake up. Next.
I'm currently in Texas on vacation. Peep the yeehaw, okay? Fully get into it. Everyone keeps asking me when I'm going to Buc-ee's, and I just need to let you know that this is not a safe space for people that love Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's is overly stimulating for a girly like me. I also tried one time last year when I was here with a group of my friends, and about 9 of us went into Buc-ee's, and
only like 6 of us came out. We don't talk about that day. It was a very dark day. Give me my friends back, Buc-ee's! Damn you, Buc-ee's! Give me back my son! Sorry, I haven't done that in a while.
we went in, and a few of us were stoned out of our mind because we thought, what's going to be more fun going into Buc-ee's than being zooted off of our tutors? You know what I mean? So we go into Buc-ee's. First of all,
Oh my god, you're so cool. I can't believe it.
the line to the bathroom was the longest bathroom line I've seen, but
A lot of people try to use using substances as a substitute for having a personality. Hey guys, I just used this substance, boing. Oh boy. Like, It's really interesting when people do that. Like, you were zooted off your tutors. Oh boy. Hello, fellow kids.
Props to Buc-ee's because that was the most efficient bathroom line I've seen. And
for those that don't know, Buc-ee's is like a big-ass gas station or something in Texas. Probably very similar to a truck stop like a Love's or something that are all across the country where they just have a whole bunch of stuff in a gas station. Oh my God, it's blowing my mind. I'm not really impressed either. I've traveled a lot. I've been to a lot of gas stations like that. I've been to Texas. I haven't been to Buc-ee's though.
you know, you had a red light, green light, so you knew when the stall was open, when it was free, when you could go. You could peruse through the chip aisle, through the different various nuts that they had.
Really? They allowed you to peruse through the nuts and the chips? Okay, this is a nice store. Typically, I get kicked out when I go start thumbing through the nuts. Why did I say it like that? That sounded really gross and weird. I'm sorry. Thumbing through the nuts. That's how I go nut shopping. I'm sorry.
Overall, the bathroom experience, I would give it like an 8 of a 10. The rest of it, absolutely atrocious, scary,
Isn't it just a gas station that sells a bunch of food and trinkets and crap?
terrifying, horrible. I felt like I was on supermarket sweep. Like I just had to pick out anything, everything quick. Everybody knew what they wanted. Everybody was in there for a mission. The meat, the brisket station terrified me.
They had a brisket station? How are you going to be in Texas and say you're afraid of brisket? What? Get out. You are kicked out of the state. I love brisket, dude. I would love to hit that brisket station. You're making me want to go to Buc-ee's now.
Scared me.
Why?
Smelled absolutely horrible, but I'm
I bet it did not. I bet it smelled heavenly. You are clearly tripping, Tess Holliday.
really not a big meat eater, so maybe that's not Buc-ee's fault.
And you said it smelled bad. I have never smelled a bad smelling brisket in my whole ass life. Even if you didn't put any seasoning on it, just the smell of it slow cooking on a smoker. Oh my God. Stop. What are you talking about? That's great. I love a brisket.
I just overall not a Buc-ee's fan.
Okay, well, you can go ahead and get the hell out of Texas then. We love Buc-ee's over here. No, I'm not from Texas, and I've also never been to Buc-ee's. But the fact that they have a brisket cooking right there in the gas station, oh my God, that sounds crazy, and you're complaining. She said it did not smell good. What? Have any of you ever smelled a bad smelling brisket? I have not. You slow cook a brisket for like 12 hours, or you go to a place that has a smoker. Oh my God, that is some of the best meat ever. Some of my favorite dishes have to be brisket from a good barbecue joint and beef Wellington. Damn. Next. How much of your personality is just being like, I am that girl, I am that bitch, I am that this or that? There's like nothing behind it. There's not a whole lot going on behind these statements. They're fairly empty. I'm gonna be that bitch today, and I'm gonna be that bitch tomorrow. A large percentage of Tess Holliday's page is her just looking sassy and saying that she is that bitch or that girl or something like that. There's not a whole lot of substance behind it. It's just sassy looks and sassy music. The music has to be sassy as well. It has to be some boss bitch vibes type of music. Next.
Do you think that they have Dateline on other planets?
Like that news show, Dateline NBC, with Chris Hansen?
Do you think that there's like intergalactic crimes happening?
Okay, are we zooted out of our tutors again? Okay, what is this?
And there's someone, like a alien Keith Morrison.
I don't know who the hell that is. This is the other side of her page. One side is her looking all sassy while listening to boss bitch music. And the other half of her page is her asking random existential questions because she's zooted out of her tutor. All right then.
I need to know.
Okay, do I think they have Dateline on other planets? No. But I could imagine Chris Hansen coming out of somebody's kitchen and telling an alien, why don't you have a seat? That would be funny, you know. Next.
Y'all will see a girl that weighs 160 pounds but carries her weight in her belly and call her a fat bitch. But then see another girl who weighs 160 pounds but carries her weight in her ass and her hips and then be like, oh yeah, oh, I want that one. Oh.
Is that how they do it? They're like, oh, I want that one. Okay, I don't understand why we're upset about this. You think that all people that weigh 160 pounds should be treated exactly the same, which is very bizarre, like we're going around with a scale weighing people. Certain people carry weight in different areas that are more aesthetically pleasing to look at than others. It is what it is. Do we get upset when a dude holds all of his weight in his dick?
Shut up.
Okay, so that person was also upset at other people's personal preferences. It's really just letting the world know about all of our own personal insecurities when we get angry at other people for being attracted to certain things. We don't have to tell the entire world that this is triggering us and making us angry or whatever. I don't know what we think we're accomplishing with these videos, because that's all it does. We shouldn't be upset that other people carry their weight in certain places that is considered more attractive. People literally go and get procedures to increase the size of these areas because some people are attracted to them. We don't have to tell the entire world how angry it makes us when some people are attracted to a physique that looks different than ours. Next.
Say it with me, friends. Intentionally losing weight is not a betrayal to the body positivity movement.
Intentionally losing weight is not a betrayal to the body positivity movement.
However, choosing to no longer champion body liberation post-weight loss is. For example,
What? I still have to push the ideologies of the movement that I left, even though I left it?
like showing before and after versions of yourself and then shaming the before. Anyone that follows you that has a similar body type.
Are people actually shaming their before pictures, or are they saying things like, this is what I looked like back before I decided to start taking my health seriously, or other things like that, and that's what's actually making us angry? I think it's stuff like that. I think rarely are people like, oh my god, my before picture was hideous. I think they just talked about where they were before mentally and how they have now overcome that and are somewhere else now. And that's what makes a lot of people angry.
Anyone that follows you that has a similar body type as the before is going to feel betrayed.
Right, which doesn't make any sense.
No longer fighting for equal rights for all body types. If you're in a plus size body, you deserve to still travel, to get a job, to get paid fairly and equally.
And you do.
Deserve dignity. You shouldn't be bullied or harassed in public. You should.
Right. And you also deserve all the results of your own work. All the stuff you have worked for is what you deserve to have today. You don't deserve to have stuff that other people worked for.
You should have equal access to healthcare, and
you do have equal access to healthcare.
You should be able to buy clothes in your size in person.
What if we are a size 38 or some really large size? They should carry that in store even though nobody buys those sizes.
Times when people lose weight, they gain a lot of social capital, something that they've never experienced before, and a lot of their views change. That is how you start betraying a movement and an audience.
So you're upset that people lose weight and their mentality changes, and you're saying that they are betraying a movement. So you can't just be happy that your friends are growing and prospering and stuff like that. You can't understand that they now see the world differently because they have actually made changes in their lives. You can't comprehend that, and you're getting angry that they're leaving you behind.
Audience and a group of people in a community that really relied on you to champion them.
Okay, well, each individual is going to have to do the work for themselves. I appreciate that you guys were leaning on me or whatever, but I can't do the work for you to change your life to make it better. So that was kind of foolish of you guys to do that to begin with. You're leaning on this other person for support or whatever, and then when they lose weight, all of a sudden you're devastated. It's time to take personal accountability and take the reins of your own life.
It's never too late. Truly, it's never too late to champion body positivity again, no matter what.
It's never too late to move in a positive direction and realize that the things we believed in previously were incorrect.
What size you are. Body positivity needs allies too. And everybody benefits from body positivity and body liberation.
Well, different people have different definitions of body positivity. Some people think it's body positive to live a healthy lifestyle and take good care of their body. Okay, and in that final clip, she said it's fine if you want to lose weight. You can still be body positive, but you have to push the talking points of body positivity still, which would be really bizarre. I think a lot of people, when they lose weight, they start to realize that the way that they were viewing the world before was perhaps not that accurate, or perhaps they were viewing the world through the lens of their own issues. Once they start to overcome those issues, they can see clearly now. So it's funny that you're trying to school them on their behavior. You know, you're like, it's fine to lose weight, but you still need to do this, this, and this for us. Not understanding that this person has moved beyond there. They've been where you are, and now they are over here, and you're trying to lecture them when you have no idea what it's like to be where they currently are. They have knowledge from two different areas of understanding. You only have knowledge from one. You've been here, they've been here, and you're trying to school them. That's what's funny to me. Every single person that has lost weight has been on both sides of the fence. So we had a lot of interesting clips in today's video. For some reason, Tess Holliday was getting angry that those dudes had a personal preference that did not include her. That one person was angry that some people are more attracted to people that carry weight in their chest or butt. And in that final clip, that person was saying you still need to champion body positivity even when you've left the movement. Personally, I disagree with all of the aforementioned, but what do you think? Leave a comment below. Happy Thursday, everybody. Anyway, that about does it. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly.